Hello everyone, welcome to Blogging My Passion YouTube channel. Many times you have seen a Wikipedia article, and when the article is very big, normally the article shows a table of contents at the top of the article or middle of the article. So it shows the different contents in a table format, and by clicking the links in the table you can directly go to the section that you want. Similarly, if you have a big WordPress article and if you want to show a similar table of contents in your WordPress article, this video explains you how to do that one. And the plugin that we are going to use to create a table of contents for your WordPress article is, there is a plugin called Table of Contents Plus. It does a lot of work which not only just creates table of contents for your WordPress article, but using this plugin you can also create sitemaps as well. So let me show you how to use this plugin and how you can create table of contents for your WordPress articles. In order to do this, first let's install this plugin. So first let's go into the plugins section and click on add new and search the plugins with the words table of contents plus. So now search the plugins area and you will see the table of contents plugin here, and install the plugin. Activate the plugin. Okay, now the plugin is installed and you can see the plugin here. So now go to the settings area here, click on the settings link here, and it will show you the different settings here. So before showing you the different settings in this one, let me create a big article and I'll show you this one. So let me go into the post and I'm clicking on add new link and I'm opening it in a new tab. So the title, I'm just saying that a test article. I'm not going to publish this one because this is just a test article here, and the content is I have already grabbed a small content, some content from the internet, which I'm not going to publish it, but since it is only just to show you how to use this plugin, so I am pasting that content here. Okay, now the content is pasted here. So this is a big article. Now just save the draft. Okay, now the article is saved. I am just clicking on view post and I am opening it in a new tab again. Okay, so this is the article here. This doesn't have any table of contents here. So in order to show a table of contents here, let's go into the settings area. So here you will see different settings here. One is the position, that means where exactly you want to have this table of contents, before the first heading, after the first heading, top section or bottom section. So I'm going to put it in the top section here. Show when 4 or more headings are present. So in order to do this one, the table of contents will be shown when there are 4 or more headings. So let's create some headings in our test article. So here is our article and I'm just making these words as heading 1. So this is the first heading, and the second one is this one, heading 1, and next one is page sizes, heading 1, and this one, heading 1. So I made like 4 texts in this articles as heading 1. So let me save this one. Okay, I saved this and I'm going to this post and I'm just refreshing this one and see if it shows the table of contents. No, it is not showing any table of contents. So let's go into the settings part. So if you see this area, auto insert for the following content types. So I'm just clicking on post here. That means whenever a post contains more than 4 or more headings are present in the post, then it will auto insert the table of content. So I have selected the posts checkbox here and I am saving this. Update options. Now let's go to the test article and refresh this one. Okay, see, now the table of contents is appearing here, and it also shows a hide section, and if you click that one, it will hide the table of contents section, and it shows a show link here, and if you click on this, it shows the table of contents again here. Now let's go to the options again and we will see the other options here. And heading text, so that means this is the text of the table of contents, the heading text of the table of contents. That means if you go here, see, this is the heading. So you can change this one. For example, you can say that contents of test article and click on update options. Refresh the article and it will show you contents of test article. Okay, so for the time being, I'm just taking off this one. I'm just leaving it as contents here, and I'm clicking on save update options, and I'm going to test article, and it shows contents as the heading here. So now let's see the other options here. So show text and hide text. So the wording how it has to show show and hide. So you can change this if you want, and hide table of contents initially. So if you click on this one, and if you use this option, what it happens is, whenever somebody opens this article, initially this table of contents will be hidden with the text as show here, so that they can click on the show here, show link here, so that they can see the table of contents here. Now show hierarchy. Hierarchy means it shows you can use multiple headings, and if you use multiple headings, it shows that hierarchy. Let me show you this one. So here the headings, all we are using are H1. So some of these text, some of these things, let's make them as H2, heading 2, and let's see how they work. So I'm just selecting this second one and making this as H2, and I'm selecting the third one and making this as H2, and let me go and make some more items, and I'm selecting this third one as H3, and let me put some more table of contents here. So lists, tables and summaries, I'm making it as H1 again, and technical issues, I'm making it as H1, heading 1, and next a few more things, splitting an article, heading 1, and no need for haste, I'm making it as heading 1. So breaking an unwanted section, I'm making it as heading 1. So let's save this one and refresh this test article, and if you see here, it is showing the table of contents. But if you remember, we have used this the second one as heading 2, the third one as heading 3, like that. So but it's not showing any hierarchy here. So if you select this checkbox, show hierarchy, and save this one, update options, now it will show the hierarchy. Okay, so it will show the hierarchy here. You can see this is heading 1, these two are heading 2, and this is heading 3. So it shows the hierarchy here. And let me take out this one, hide the table of contents initially, and number list items. So if you see this one here, it is not showing any numbered lists. So you can get the numbered list here with this option, number list items, and click on update options. Now you will get numbers for these options. So show, and it will get the numbers here. See, it is 1, and this is 1.1, 1.2, and again, since this is H3, heading 3, it is showing it as 1.2.1. So now let's go into these settings and see some more options. And enable smooth scrolling effect. So currently, if you use any of these sections, for example, I'm going to the last section, you can see that it is directly jumping to that section. So if you want to have a smooth scrolling effect, you can use this option, enable smooth scrolling effect. So let me select this one and update the options. Go here, go to the test article, refresh this one, and now if you click on this last thing, it will it will enable a smooth scrolling here, so that it won't directly jump to that section. Now let us see some advanced options. Not advanced options, there are some more options width is, you can change the width of the table of content. I have just left it as auto default, but you can use a default 50%. You can use a percentage of the width of that particular column that you have where you present the content, so you can have a percentage of that particular column width, or you can use some fixed width as well. So I'm just leaving it as auto. And wrapping, so if you can use like left wrapping or right wrapping. That means if you use the left wrapping, the content, the table of contents will be on the left side and the text will be wrapped around that table of contents. So let me show you this one. So I have selected the wrapping as left and I am updating the options. Now I'm going to the test article here and I am just refreshing this one. See, the table of contents is on the left hand side and the content is wrapped around that table of contents table. Now let's go here and I'm just removing like some of the few options which is left. I'm just taking it as non-default. Font size, you can change the font size. For example, if I use 50% and save the options, the size will be decreased to 50%. So I'm just leaving it as 95% again. And you can change the background color and all these things. So let me select like black color and update options. And if you see this one, it will the table will show in a the background color is changed to black color. Okay, now we have seen the basic options here. Let us see some advanced options here. So these are the advanced options. In the advanced options, you can see ensure that anchors are in the lower case. Anchors means if you go to this thing, these links, the hyperlinks in the background, they will be in the same font as see, the R is in the uppercase, the remaining letters are in lower case. So in the link also it will show it as in the uppercase. So you can change this whole thing into lower case in the hyperlink behind this using this option. So it will show only like the anchors in the lower case. And similarly, hyphenate normally uses, that means the anchor links use underscores. So instead of underscores, you can use hyphens as well in the hyperlinks. So like this, these are different options. So heading levels, this is one important option. So you can use these different heading levels. Currently we have used heading 1 H1, heading 2 H2, heading 3 H3, but you can also use heading 4 H4, heading 5 H5 and heading 6 H6. If you don't want to use like any of these headings in the table of contents, then you can unselect this one. So in your article, even if you use this heading 6, it won't come into the table of contents section. Okay, so now, so that's all the major options are, but you can try the other options as well and see how it works. Okay, so this is normally, if you select this option, it will auto insert this one. For example, if you have 100 articles, 100 big articles, and if you want to have table of contents in all those 100 articles, it works very well. It will auto insert the table of contents into that article. For example, out of those 100 articles, if you don't want the table of contents to be present on some of the articles, in that case, then you can use a short code. The short code is no underscore tag. That means if you put something like no underscore TOC, table of contents, TOC means, so if you use this short code, it won't show the table of contents here on this page. So I'm just saving this. Okay, so now I have used the short code no underscore tag, no underscore TOC. So I'm just going to this test article page and you can see the table of contents here. Now refresh this one and the table of contents will be gone. That means you can use this no underscore TOC short code if you don't want the table of contents to be present on a few number of articles. If you have like a lot of big articles, 100 or 200 something like that, but you don't want the table of contents on a few articles, like 5 or 10 articles, you can use this short code. But the problem here is, let's say you have like 100 or 200 articles, but you want to have the table of contents only on few articles, like 5 or 10 articles, and you don't want the table of contents on the remaining 90 or 95 articles. You cannot use this short code no underscore TOC on all of those posts. So what you can do is, you can simply remove this option. Just remove this, unselect this checkbox, save it, and use, okay, if you remove that option, okay, now let's see, we have saved this one. So I have just refreshed this article, no table of contents is showing up. If you want to show the table of contents on a particular, on a few number of articles but not on all articles, then you can use the shortcode TOC. So let me change this to paragraph. Okay, so if you use this shortcode, then even if you don't select this option, like this default option which will auto insert the table of contents, if you don't select this one, if you just use this TOC shortcode, it will insert the table of contents only for that particular post. So I have used this one and I have saved this. Now let me go to my test article and refresh this one. It will show the table of contents here. So you can use this shortcode here, and there are a few things, few additional parameters that you can give here. Either what you can do is just don't select this one and enable the parameters here, so that it will, for example, you want numbering, so you can enable that numbering option here, so that, see, number list items here, so that whenever you use this shortcode for all those table of contents, it will show the numbering here. But for, again, you don't want numbering for some of them, or you want to have a different kind of table of contents for each article. You want to change the what do we say, if you want to change the options with this table of contents article, then what you can do is you can unselect all these things, and you can add some parameters here. I'll show you some of those parameters. You can add those parameters here, and it will add those additional options to your table of contents. So the first option is label. So you can change the label for each table of contents. So you can use this option, label is equal to, currently the default label that you have is contents, so you can use contents for test article and save this one. And if you go to the test article and refresh this one, see, that label will be changed, contents for test article. So using this label option, you can change the label text here for each and every article. Second one is next one is wrapping option. So for some articles you want to have left wrap, and for some articles you want to have right side wrapping. So let's see this option, wrapping is equal to left. You can use this option to have left wrapping. So save draft. Currently, if you see this one, if you see the test article, there is no wrapping here. Now we have used this option, wrapping is equal to left. Now let's refresh this one. See, now the text is left wrap. Let's see the right wrap option here. So wrapping is equal to right. So save option, save draft. So now go to the test article and refresh this one, and now it is, the text is right wrapped. So these are the some of the options, but more options, what different kinds of options that you can use and all those things. There is a help page here in this settings section, which is help. So if you click on this one, I'm just opening it in a new tab. So this will show you the help section, where you can see the different options that you can use. For example, if you use this option, there is a label option, no label, no underscore label, true or false, wrapping, heading levels. So all these things, there are different options. So you can go through this one and see what sections, what options you can use. Okay, so now the next one is sitemap. For example, if you want to prepare a sitemap, what you can do is just go to the sitemap here. So page level listing, these are different options that we have, and pages label is pages, and categories label is categories, and there are some additional options as well here. So advanced usage, usage, we'll come to this one, how to do this advanced usage. So now let's create a sitemap. Once you enable all these things, what you can do is directly just go to the pages section. Let me open it in a new page here. I'm adding a new page. I'm opening it in a new page here. So I'm saying that sitemap page here. So what you have to do is just insert this short code sitemap and save draft. So now I have created a new page and I just saved it. So if you see, by using that just a short code sitemap, you can create a sitemap page here and you can insert it wherever you want. Okay, now you don't want to create just one sitemap page including like pages and categories, but you just want to create a sitemap page for pages separately and a sitemap page for categories separately. In those cases, what you can do is just let's say sitemap page, I'm saying that for pages. So the short code that you have to use is sitemap underscore, I think it is pages. So sitemap underscore pages. So save this one. Let's go to this our saved page and refresh this, and you see that it will show only the pages that you want. If you want to create it for categories, a separate page, so the short code is sitemap underscore categories. Save draft, and I'm also changing the text also here. Sitemap page for categories. Save draft. Now let's go to this page and refresh this one, sitemap for categories, and it will show you all the categories. So in this way you can create a sitemap as well for your WordPress blog or site. Okay, so this is all about this table of contents plugin, and using this plugin you can create a very good table of contents for your big articles in the WordPress blogs or sites. And as I mentioned, there is a help section here which gives you how to use this plugin, and when you are using short codes, what are the different options that you have, and it explains you all the different options as well. And this is the section for the short codes and the attributes that you can use. So hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel at Blogging My Passion. You can find my channel on YouTube by using the name Blogging My Passion. Thank you very much.